Hello and good afternoon, everyone. So, I'm going to be playing some Magic. I'm focusing on drafts. I know that Duskmorn comes out in a week, or I didn't know before I made the announcement, but it does come out in a week, which is super exciting. Um, so next week is also going to be another draft week, which is kind of fun. So I need to also watch my coins. Um, but it'll be good. It'll be fun. It'll be great. I made the announcement that this is going to be the plan, that it was going to be a Magic Day focused on drafting, and it was going to be moved to my afternoon slot over on my Twitter. My Twitter is where I make all of my announcements. When I'm going, my Twitter is where I make all of my announcements about where I'm going live, what I'm going live with, if I'm going live with other people or not, all that juicy information. I also have my DMs open over there should you need to reach out to me with anything. Please feel free to do so for any reason at any time. I check it pretty regularly. My only thing is don't message me if you are trying to get me to commission you. That is what my business email is for, so please reach out to that instead. I also have a YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is also linked below the stream and the chat. That YouTube channel houses all of my VODs. So if you're looking to catch up on anything, looking to catch up on long form content, showcase videos for Magic, past streams of all sorts of long form games, short form games. I do a lot of stuff. So go check it out over on YouTube. It's a very bare bones channel, admittedly. It's not super themed. I'm still also working on thumbnails and things like that. So please bear with me. It's a work in progress. But yeah, that is all of my announcements. Then you should hang out live if you're over on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you should hit the like and subscribe button. Those buttons do wonderful things for me in the algorithm sense. But and they also kind of tell me what content you guys want to see more of. But you should also think about coming to hang out live. If you're live, you can see my deck lists for Magic. You can see all sorts of information about for Dead by Daylight stuff. You can make requests for Dead by Daylight stuff. You can be part of my cult and Cult of the Lamb. You can affect my weather in Stardew Valley. There's so much you can do on stream that you can't on YouTube. So I really do think you guys should come hang out live if you have the time and are really vibing with content. You can be part of making it. That is the beauty of streaming. I get to interact with you guys in real time, um, which I prefer. So please hang out live if you can, and if you can't, keep supporting me on YouTube as well. But that is all of my announcements. So I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna give at least the stream some music for a bit, and I'll be back in a few with some drafty drafts. As we start heading towards the end of the current set. Hi everyone, I'm here. I'm here. Hello, good afternoon. I'm sorry I wasn't here in the morning. I'm terrible. I'm the worst. I know. Um, I just wasn't feeling too good when I woke up, but I'm doing a lot better, so here we are. I'm doing magic today. I'm playing magic today. I'm performing magic today. No, I'm playing magic today. We're gonna do some drafting. Kind of the last drafts before Duskmorn comes out. So there's also a special event draft that I'm gonna start with, because I'm only gonna do it once. So it'll be fun. It'll be good. It'll be great. You want to get background music going because there's a lot of times when I'm just like trying to process or like just reading cards, and I know that it happens. I'm aware of it, so I want to make sure at least people on stream aren't too bored. Bow. And then I make the music too quiet. Oh, excuse me. I'll adjust the music as needed. Uh, yes, we are doing this first. Premiere Remix Draft Artifacts. Select a card. This card would be. So I'm playing for a gem. I love. Let's go gambling. No, it's a lot of artifact based stuff. Pirate artifact aggro. It exists. Is this like every 2-color combination? How it ends up working? Yeah. Average queue time under. You'd love to see it. I'm excited because pirates is a possibility. Food's a possibility. There's a lot of artifact stuff I love. Phone has not updated to. Oh, I want to make sure I can get my music level from. Nope, they desynced. Womp womp. I need to ready up. I'm just gonna have to watch audio levels a bit closer at the moment. I will turn the audio on for the game. Might help. I need to see at the moment. Let's draft some artifacts. Ooh, copying artifacts. Artifacts. Well, unfortunately, I have locked myself into using at least blue. Unfortunately. Um, am I doing Simic stuff? Am I doing pirate stuff? Guys, untap it. I think. Want to do? Is it modular though? it's an artifact creature, so it'll just go into something else. I prefer an artifact component to go then shuffle section artifact, return target artifact. I don't want to do that. Yes. Because I need to cast. I'm looking for multiple spells here. So I need things that are super, super cheap so I can cast multiple spells a turn. Another Arcbound Tracker. Because it's like I put my Arcbound Tracker counters, I build him up, build him up, build him up. Oh no, he gets killed by target removal. Well, I put it on Oaken Siren. Now it's on a flyer. I control a modified creature. I'm putting 1/1 counters on things. Artifact. Spells cost colorless less to cast. And a lot of these are also artifacts. So Draftnook can copy them. Also, what can Draftnook do? Oh, I can bounce things back to my hand. That's also helpful. Oh, maybe I should do some of the Firmiridan artifacts. Some of the Firmiridan equipments. That could be fun. Because then I can bounce them to make more creatures. Mirror card. I just take another Arcbound Tracker, right? Ooh, another Arcbound. Am I just doing, is it Arcbound now? Yes. Actually, I wish I can splash green into this. But it's probably not a good idea. Look for Mirrodin. I was just talking about that. There. Oh, I guess it becomes an artifact. It becomes a 4/4. That's nothing to scoff at. Man, a dork. Because I'm gonna need it. Yeah, I'll take that. Not too mad about it. Let's see. Did I get the full set? Ooh, no. I do this because I can bounce that a ton. Oh, that's white though. I think I messed up. I think I messed up. I didn't pay close enough attention. I didn't realize Barbed Spike was costs white mana. That's shitty. We'll see if there's other white spells. I'll try to keep an eye out for white spells. Specifically for modular, for other kind of, I don't know, I would say artifacts, but everything's freaking artifact synergies. Maybe white token generators. Because they're cheap enough that I can bounce them and then play them again. Or I can bounce them to then play and copy them. And look at that, modular. Okay. Yeah, okay. Jeskai modular. I've done a thing. What do? You're blue. Deals combination player for each kind of counter on target permanent or play good that permanent. For each target permanent, the targeted proliferate. I mean, I'm not mad about it. Can't say I'm mad about it. Ooh, the other land. Now I need what? The blue-white bridge? And then I'll have the full set of at least my dual lands as well, which would be pretty sick. Being able to successfully draft of my full tricolor set of dual lands. That's white green. I don't need green. Riot. Or haste. I already have one of those. I guess it's modular as well, which is kind of what I want. Ah, this is what I needed. It's the buggy. There we go. Okay, this is gonna be fine. Lifelink. Muradin. I don't want to do that because I don't want to put a ton of stuff in my graveyard. Bennett. Return target artifact from graveyard to hand. Yes. Not what I need. Demand sacrifice an artifact. Just attract 2 cards. Archaeomancer again. Want you. Nightstone, Weakstone would be nice. Just because it's removal and mana. Has a lot of value when it enters, plus its mana. So. Equip other command. Equipped creature has double strike. I mean, just making a bunch of tokens is nice. The only thing is the rebels aren't artifacts. But Barbed Spike makes Thopters. Gut instinct, I want the land, but I know I should take the Esper Sentinel because I'm already messing with 1/1 counters. I'm messing with Arcbound stuff. I absolutely should take Esper Sentinel. Being able to draw cards on people all the time? Yes. Because you're not going to pay 5 when you cast a non-creature spell. Just a simple modular 2. Yeah, okay. For Mirrodin. Excuse me. Thopters plus sacrifice outlet for artifacts. I like the sound of that. I think I just take another land here. Or dual lands. Damn, it's not here. Because I know it was with the Wave Sifter. But I mean, the Mouser's fine. Well, spring isn't bad. I get land from it. Another artifact. Improvise is good though. And I actually I have a lot of modified creatures I want to die, so there's not gonna be too many things I'm gonna cut, but I do need to make some cuts. Let's see. I want to keep the mirror now because I have 3 colors. Maybe get rid of a mouser. Get rid of a tracker. I shouldn't need 3 of anything. I guess with the majority of my stuff being cheap artifacts. Or realistically just casting the same artifact over and over again. Um Hopefully my gremlins will get big, but I don't think they will often. Like Prey's Apprentice, because I can keep spamming it for Thopters in addition to the Barbed Spike. I want that ability. I just try to keep the deck as cheap as possible so I can cast as much as I can a turn. What's the color distribution? I can still cut red cards okay. Getting a bunch of spirits to also protect me is kind of nice. Do I have other equipment at this point? What are the 3 equipment that I have? Because I might pull out the Fermiridans. That one. That one. Where's my last equipment? Oh, it's that one. That one creates the Thopters, though. So I don't mind this. Rock. I mean, ultimately, my best way to win is gonna be through Thopters.
Our actions determine the course of history.
Thopters with the pies. Yeah. Done. Okay, we're doing Jeskai stuff. Not what I expected to do, but Jeskai Modulars kind of sounds fun. I wish I got a better Proliferate card. But I mean, realistically, I'm primarily doing Boros Modular with a splash of blue to kind of support it. Because modular on its own isn't the most powerful in the world. So gotta help it out by doing some blue shenanigans. That makes sense, right? I'm not like crazy. I mean, I am crazy because I'm making mistakes. Because I'm playing 3 colors in a draft. This, and my stuff is cheaper. Which is ideal. Oh, wait. So I can do this, drop this. Comes in with 2. This guy's free. And now I suddenly have a 3/3 with menace. Oh, and that's just to destroy something I control. I don't think I want to do that. If a modular triggered ability would put one or more 1/1 counters on a creature I control, put that many 1/1 that many plus 1/1 counters upon it instead. Modular guys should be a little bigger. Ooh. Weirding Wood is good. Weirding Wood is a fun card. Another Arcbound tracker. Swing with one. Or I should have swung with my flyer. I'm silly. I'm supposed to be playing to win. Ooh. Maybe you sacrifice another permanent, put a 1/1 counter on it. Okay. They do have to sack something specifically. So what if I hear me out? My God, swords. And I have a 6/6 in the air. Oh, I suppose I deserve that. I suppose having a 6/6 with flying when you don't have flying is kind of a problem. So I take out the wolf with me, right? That's fair. Doesn't matter. There's a reason to necessarily do that. Like he gets trample. Okie doke. Let's see. I can do this. I can move that to the bottom. I guess having 2 white mana is pretty good. And then modular with lifelink. But lifelink. I think making my flyer a problem was kind of not ideal. Maybe I shouldn't have drawn attention to it until I could have made it like big. Because what's the situation here? If I block the wolf, they're going to power it up by sacking either the food or the clue, which also ups the Gixian Infiltrator. So I have to block that guy and I have to let the other 2 hit me? Unless they can do shenanigans with that. I don't think they can. I think they just lose that guy. Yeah. Okay. A little nervous there, but Just go wide. He's only big until end of turn. I do have to swing with him. Maureen, because they're pumping that guy. Pumping that guy and gaining life. Don't read my cards. Don't read my cards. Stop it. Uh-oh. Oh, they can only sack food to draw cards. They don't have green mana. Or they just make more. What if I make my big... Oh, I took the... Gains flying until end of turn. Okay. Project roll. Put the counters on you. 7. I can't... No. No. Cancel. I win. Modular for the win. I almost really fucked it up there, guys. But I got it. I got there. Okay. We can do this. We won game 1, and it was against a food deck, which was objectively kind of scary. They got all their pieces out, which was scary. This is only red mana. I mean, I can play Zabaz. I want to play Zabaz first. Ooh. Ooh. I have... Okay. To get rid of a card, I'll get rid of the mountain. Because I have the tap land. Okay. Hey. I'm gonna take that. Because I need to do... this. Because I have single target proliferate. Crap, I don't have the 2 white mana yet. I don't have another artifact out. And look, I just got my 2nd white mana. What the hell? Ah. Screw you. I will make it more expensive to cast things. After you kill that guy. Kill that guy and it'll be more expensive to cast things. Or I'll start drawing cards. A card. Hexproof and indestructible? Is that what Guy's gift gives? I can't read it past my Esper Sentinel trigger. Yeah. Oh, you don't like the 4/4 Esper Sentinel? Sorry, my guy. Bye-bye. Okay. I'm pretty sure as I go higher up, that won't get people to quit, but that was pretty funny. I don't regret my decisions. Is it accidental stacks? It's not accidental, that's for sure. Because my exact words were, oh hey, it's an Esper Sentinel. I'm already putting 1/1 counters on artifacts as it is. I did what I said I was gonna do. I'm gonna take a risky hand, but to trade off, I'm gonna make it really cheap. 2 white mana means I can drop an Esper Sentinel and some spells at the same time. Oh boy. Did I make modular stacks? Have I achieved it? Is this what Jeskai does? I should play the red mana because I can still play the Esper Sentinel and the Zabaz. I can just throw this 1/1 at him. Because I'll never block with Esper Sentinel or Zabaz. They're both too powerful. Unless Zabaz is ending the game. I can play my Brea's Apprentice next turn, which is really, really exciting. So that's like one of my prime targets for bouncing with Drafna, so I have it in hand. Because my modular stuff I can't bounce. But Brea's Apprentice? Brea's Apprentice I can bounce. I'm gonna get hit by 2. Womp womp. I'm not blocking. That. Play Brea's Apprentice. Top, 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 top. I don't like that they have a 1/2. Where is this one? The Obsessive Skinner? Why'd I get 2? X is 1 plus number of food. Okay, I misread it. I can read cards. The 3/3 is gonna hit me. Actually, no, I might block with my 1/1 modular thing. Play tap thing, play modular 2. I'm gonna do this. I will target creature gets that. I will sack this guy into him to gain a frick ton of life. Because you gotta get creative. And I have a 4/4 life linker. Like, this is great for me. Floor is cash. They don't have the mana, so. S% no value. we not be also putting counters on things? That's my thing. They can do. Well, yeah, we'll do these two attacking and see what they do. Okay, I will give that the thing with the Ichor Wellspring. Ooh, there's my Arcbound Tracker. Because I'm at the point where I can just take damage at this point. That's kind of my goal with my Arcbound Mouser, is get it big enough that I can just soak the damage. Oh, if I could have done that, that would have been sick. That also would require splashing green. How many colors? Actually, with the amount of dual artifact lands there were, I probably could have. Oh no. 4 damage when I gain 4 life? Oh no. I'll just give him the 1/1 counter. Take the bait. Take the bait. Because they block it or they lose. They just don't realize it. Or they must realize it. This is about to get huge. And I'll have a demand answer for next turn. Guys, I think I know how to deck build. I think I figured it out. It's just make the creatures big. Somehow that's how I got there. Make creatures big, have lifelink. Problem solve. Because wanna know what's stupid? I can move it onto the Thopter. It doesn't have to be Zabaz. But Zabaz I can give flying, and that's kind of all I need. I can just attack with a flying Zabaz and a flying Thopter and let them decide how this happens. Actually, I should try to put the counters on Zabaz first. In case they try to blow Zabaz up. Response. Now that I have enough counters on Mouser to guarantee the win, whatever I put it on, I'm good. This is fine. Don't give in. Let it hit me. Mana. Everything I'm trying to do is on board. So I just give this flying until end of turn. Next to combat. The 2 flyers. Do it this way first. Modular for too many. And I win. And I win. We are on 3 wins and no losses. I am going to take one break for a sec, though. So I will be right back. I will get the music louder for a sec. So be right back. Okay, I am back. I apologize for that. I will be stepping away again in 20-ish minutes, just to help with something. But for now, we will jump quickly into another game. Let's see. So far, we are 3-0, um, which feels good. It's a great start. It's a really aggressive start. I don't love this hand. I can get to the demand answers, but by sacrificing the buzz, this hand's a bit better. Arcbound Slasher goes away. Mouser. So I have to hope I draw into blue mana rather. Not white mana. I have a ton of white mana. But blue mana. White mana at least gets me doing things. Because right now it's stall until I can kind of solve things. That's red mana. And I can attack. Block it. Do it. How'd they pay? Oh, they paid 2 life for that. Oh, ouch. Are they playing Jund? Now I need to be careful because they also have a 2/2. No. Wait. Yume. The May ability. Decline. Oh, I have to choose a target first. That's why. Guess technically Hexproof could stop it if there was like a problem out. No, but I'm kind of screwed. This is gonna be my first boss. Big sad. But can't, I can't win them all. I'm not that good yet. This is the risks of running 3 colors. So I was a rest. Great food, no mess. Here for spiders biting us, and they're afraid of us stepping on them with more teeth, but they have more feet. I feel like the fear, the spider one's not as like funny. I appreciate the humor behind it, but it's not funny. But the Restaurant on Moon, that's a classic. I have enough mana for my Arcbound Slasher. 4/4 Riot means it's a 5/5. Because this guy's just big. How is he getting counters? Oh, because he made a ton of food and then Sweet Tooth. I walked into a bar. Ow. Me, I've walked into a bar. Ow. I also miscalculated how fast these games are going. Okay, this is actually a good... This is a usable hand. It's a good hand yet. It's a usable hand. Won't get too excited. If they mulliganed, I have the time to play a tap land. Okay. Now I can drop this guy. No blocks, because I'm afraid of combat tricks. I lived walking down the road, chop head, catch up. That's awful. That's atrocious. Hey, what? Okay, I'll bite the combat trick now. An Archaeomancer. I don't want to use it on an Oaken Siren, but I'll bite it here. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. So I drop him as the 4/4 haste to crack back. Because he has Riot. So I have a choice. I can be greedy and hope they don't blow it up. But it's not like it can block the Argothian Sprite. I think I'm just gonna, because I swing in for 5 here. And I gain 1. So I essentially negate the damage from... Well, I guess if they grow everything, that does change things. Like that. What does this do? Can't attack or block? Oh, hey, wait a sec. Damn minute. It means I have to find a way to sacrifice it? Oh. Ain't anything fun. This is what I'm gonna do here. I'm going to actually start walking this over to the lifelinker. Then I use the lifelinker to block the Robin and Spectre or the dog. Probably the dog at the moment. Unless they're gonna do this again. They could just lock my stuff. Pass and bus hit me. Laptop. Yeah, I took that. I said $200 in tears. Sounds good. Oh, proliferate. Okay, that's fine. Fine, because dog goes there. Thop goes there. Dog gets everything in the world for a 1 toughness blocker. That's fine. Everything's fine. I will choose to do that. Kinda sucks. Turn trigger artifact from my graveyard to hand. And the only thing that's there, it's the 1/1 life linker. The 2/1. Could have gone for 3 damage, but the Arcbound Slasher getting locked down kind of sucked. I wasn't expecting to get locked down like that. I'm not getting any of my sack outlets doesn't help. Oh, shoot. This is the only thing that can block that. This can only kill one of these two. I think they're gonna kill the Siren, because the Siren's the bigger problem of the two, but I'm still gonna get my 2 life. Just like... Oh no, they attacked with the 3/3. I didn't see that. No. Something back to Sodium. I took his advice with a grain of salt. Haha. Sodium. So this run was doing great. And then I took my break. My run was going fantastic, and then I took a break. Look what's happened. Like, everything's fine. Distract me, I can step if you want. No, my deck's just like stopped functioning in the way that I want it to. Instead of hitting all of my like sack outlets and stuff, I'm just like drawing a tunnel of it. I'm only drawing my land. Okay. I have all 3 colors in my deck. Have turn 2, 3, and 5 plays. Can live with that. That's not a great sign. My favorite artifact. I played a Path of Rebirth. What do I do? Demir. The Skyship Plunder is actually kind of nice to get here. I would love a slasher because I'd love to put a 5/5 out. Oh, I should kill an overseer. That's what I should try to do. I mean, realistically, I need to kill the original Steel Overseer. Ooh. I need to get a 5/5 out ASAP. Thank goodness I can get one next turn. Because, yeah, my -5 from Mindstone Weakstone doesn't work there. Autopay. For a 5/5, I swing with the Plunderer. Make him a 6/6. Smart. Occasionally use my brain. Fuck. I can't Mightstone and Weakstone my way out of this one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why does it have that? Hold up. What? Why does that card need that? Why does that card need that? There's no point in anything. They can't make that unblockable this turn, so that's cool. I'm gonna make everything fucking gigantic, though. Excuse my language. Vacuum salesman came up to my door this morning and dumped a bag of dog poop. Our hungry car went out this morning. Oh, that's awful. Whirler Rogue also makes things unblockable. That's not fair. That's not fair. Okay. Well, fun while it lasted. Got Two Brothers War Packs, though. So let's see what those contain before moving on to the next, before deciding what the next draft is. Aetherflux Reservoir. God, neither have I. Ha ha ha. Funny, because it doesn't have an eye. Boom. Event. Next one I have to do is this one, right? Yeah. So it's been time. So I don't want to try and get through the draft if I need to take my break in the middle of it. Like it's been like 20 or ish minutes. I came back from my break. Painful Quandary. Well, you got excited about Aetherflux. I already have a Painful Quandary. I have at least one. So, I mean, at this point, all I care about is one, where Brothers War is no longer in Standard. Actually, I do want to double check. Excuse me. Like, Domina, I think it's... Oh, no. So we lost what? We lost New Capenna, Neon Dynasty, Innistrad. Because we do still have Dominaria United, Brother, or not. Yeah, we have Dominaria United, Brothers War, Phyrexia. This one doesn't count. Eldraine, Ixalan, Karlov, Manor, Thunder Junction, and Bloomborough. And then in a week, there'll be another set symbol. And I don't know if we are rotating yet or not. I don't know. I just don't know. But, hold on one sec. I have 15 minutes, which should be enough to get through the draft. Oh, events. Bloomberg draft. 10,000 coins. I can't bring my dog to the pond anymore because the ducks keep attacking him. I guess that's what I get for getting a purebred dog. That one's good. I didn't quite get it at first until I said it out loud, so that was good. See, this is what happens. This is what happens when I do drafts. John just spams. He doesn't spam, but he... I'm going, is it otters? I just get a bunch of jokes. It's great. Jokes and magic. Fantastic. Who could ask for anything else? Our creature I control gets +1/+1, gains trample until end of turn. It might not be an otter. But it does things. And I need like actual instant sorceries. But this is the otter commander. I can gift cards when I cast my first instant or sorcery spell a turn. If I gift a card, I copy it. Or up. Yeah, because I need the instants and sorceries. I need stuff to do. Where are the otters? My wife told me to put ketchup on the shopping list, and now I can't read it. Also, I don't think I've actually built this deck yet. So these are cards I'm trying to like come up with on the spot. Melania's Pathmaker, Artist Talent. Whenever I cast non-creature spell, you may discard a card. If I do, draw a card. Non-creature player, Dry Downfalls. I'll take that because it's cheap and it'll get me. It'll allow me to sort through my stuff. It'll allow me to sift through my library. I'm looking for the prowess guys though. There's a whole bunch of prowessy otters. Paste. Yes, that'll work. I'm trying not to do. Trying not to force myself into a situation where I'm having 3 colors. My obsession. Wait, it's not what you think it is. Prowess. Oh, no, I want that one. Crap, I don't think that pack's gonna have around to me. That's crappy. The one time I see a creature with prowess, it's with the Kindle Spark duo. Draw a card, then discard a card. I'll take a Lilypad Village. Or Squeak. Yeah, I should be drafting, and then technically I can play this guy. And technically I can play that guy. Sugar code, enchant creature, food. Lose all other cards and abilities. So much of these. I'll take the sugar coat because the other two, the conduct electricity, will probably come back around. Uh, Dazzling Denial would be nice to have a counter spell. For drawing 3 cards again. I think the counter spell is more important to grab. I prayed for a bike, then I went to church and found out how prayer works. So I stole a bike, then prayed for forgiveness. Playing the system. What I'm trying to do. Spell guy, counter target spell, surveil to draw 2. Booming blast, give treasure, do damage to that creature's controller. Roughshod duo, Whisker Bribe. I think it's the blooming blast, right? Because I also need damage spells. Harnesser of Storms. If you cast non-creature auto spell, you may exile your library until the end of your turn. You may play that card. This ability triggers only once each turn. More otters. I've got 2 dogs named Frolics and Watchdogs. This is where I grab a spell guy, right? Oh, I take another shore up. Deep instant sorcery. Port Bell just to cycle through stuff. Take out the trash. Run away together. Hold the land. Calamitous Tide. Because if I get the man to cast the conduct electricities I have, might as well, right? That big boy goes. That big boy goes to sideboard. And that's the best card for what my deck is doing. Private response goes away. Okay, let's see. Lizard. Nope. Lizard. Nope. Instant. Creatures control grid +2/+1. Strike. Kindle Spark Duo, though, is going to be the one that I take. Because if I can get them both out and I'm constantly tapping and untapping them. Whenever you expend 4, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. Just might as well. If I'm casting a bunch of spells, lightning strikes who's the most likely to get hit? The conductor. I mean, technically, also yes, but like, also no. It's like a 50-50. One with counters, yes. Whenever I cast a non-creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on him. Yeah. And is it? Yeah, I'll take that. Come on, where's the? Oh, there's no hold up. Everyone's actually, it's kind of cruising. We're moving. Kind of wish there was instant sorcerer reduction. I want the guy that gets big or. Nice when I have easy picks in some of these packs. Run away together. Kindle Spark Duo. I was gonna say there's 8 of us, so this. I'm still looking at new packs, which is likely why this person's still reading things. They're trying to find things that they can work with, or trying to see if they can pull something that someone else wants. Trigger coat, lily pad village. I guess him, because he'll be able to draw me a card. Or up. Shooter. Duo. Conduct electricity, I'll take. And I get a war squeak anyway. Look at that. Okay, 49 cards. So I need less conduct electricities. I might take out actually a mountain island. Let's see. Pawn Profit needs to go. The War Squeak, I can get rid of one. I can get rid of a Shore Up. I need a Waterspout Warden. But what could I use? Could I use? I guess I can take another conduct electricity. I don't have a lot of things that mana is going into. Maybe I do keep all of those because I am drawing a couple cards here and there. Okay. Put the mountain back in. Yeah. Yeah, we'll call the deck done there. So, like I said, I'm going to take a break here for a bit. I'm just going to turn music up, so that'll be kind of like main focus for a bit. I do apologize that I am taking so many breaks in succession like this, but life happens. Um, so I'll be back soon. All right, we are back. We are back. We are back. We are back. So I made an Izzet deck. Izzet otters. We throw spells at people and try to tap 4 mana to do it. I say tapping 4 mana because I have 2 raccoons in the deck. Both with expend 4. One gives a target creature I control +1/+1 and trample until end of turn. And this one just deals damage at people for spending 4 mana on spells. So I'm trying to spend these 4 mana on my spells, trying to cast instants and sorceries. A lot of 1-drops to help get there. As well as quite a few very expensive spells that will get us at least the 4 as soon as I cast it. I was thinking about things I wanted in my opening hand when I was on break, and this was it. This was the one card I wanted in my opening hand. I would love to be able to have 4 mana when I cast him, so I can drop a War Squeak on him immediately. That's the ideal situation. But we will see exactly how long I will be able to work with it. Because they could be super aggro. Okay, cash grab. What'd they hit? Oh, they didn't hit anything. They hit a Growl? Without the mana? For Growl? Okay, so they can still forage by exiling things to get something else back. Are they gonna exile the cards from their graveyard? Because they'd get it back what? The mana dork? I do unfortunately have to play my Tempest Angler this turn. Fortunately, tap out to do so. What are... Oh, for the land? This so they guarantee don't miss their land drop? I'll play red mana. I'll try to take the 3. Or I guess I will take the 3. I won't try to take it. Okay. So I drop a blue mana, play Ham. And I do this. It puts a 1/1 counter, makes him a 4/4, and that guy can't block. So this is great. For now. But I only have so much I can do now. Because I drew like all of my land. Remember when I took out land and then put it back in? That's so rude. I guess I make 2/2 fish. I guess. Getting a ton of land sucked. Counter it, because they have the 2 mana. Shit. Maybe I should have tried to counter it. Maybe I should have. At least block the non-token thing. Not going down without a fight. I will not give in. I can't block the 5/5 though. Well, anywho, moving on to game 2. Sometimes you just have to take the boss. Oh, I was gonna remove some land. Sure, that doesn't happen again. I think just removing one of each is fine. I should be okay still. One loss to start's not great though. I wish I got more prowessy guys. Or like if I had hit the Ral, that would have been nice. I did hit the commander, the actual commander Otter, but I didn't hit Ral. Someone else hit Ral, and that makes me sad. Be cool if I had Ral. Also, why did they put Ral in their graveyard just to reanimate him? Unless they just kept all their cards. Some people do that. Some people just send it as every card that they have. They don't filter it out. Roughshod and Kindlespark. And Alania. I'll keep this hand, because I also... and a Tempest Angler? Two mana. And a Harnesser of Storms? Ooh! Gev. Okay. What can stand up to a Gev right away? Kindlespark. Mostly. We played Roughshod, right? Could have. So I kind of had to take the Gev. Okay, I guess. Because ideally, I'll wait until next turn. The Tempest Angler Blooming Blast without the gift. I love to play it with the gift, but without the gift. That's what I needed. Tap that for a blue to cast the Angler. Cast Booming Blast without the gift. Yes. Auto pay. Put the counter on. He gets ramp play. Take action. Pay the life. In the 4/3 trampler. 2 and 2. And I clear their board. The only things left is my creature. And I have 5 mana, so I can play my Conduct Electricity now. Or I can play Alania. Ooh, and they're not playing anything this turn? Ooh. Then I should play Alania, right? Don't worry about play mana, play Alania. I'll see how long it takes until I have to play something. 6 damage target creature and 2 damage to up to 1 target. I'll let the Gev live for now. Yeah, you can have a card. Did I get those? This will be my next draw, right? Ooh. Because then I'll draw the shore up to be able to protect them. Play the Conduct Electricity. The shore up. Gotta do all the things. I have mana, so I can. Very exciting. Though I guess I don't really want Alania's conduct to copy the Conduct Electricity. I'd rather copy the shore up, right? Oh no. We're gonna Voltron the 4/3? We are. Okay. Got any other tricks up your sleeve? Cause I do. I will pay 1 blue mana. Yeah, take a card. Guess what? Those 2 are hexproof now. I'll exile that. That. Ooh. And then I will make it. I will pay the 2 life to target him. And he becomes a food. And I realize Alania is really cool. I get to copy the first instant, the first sorcery, and first otter. Which I didn't realize. I thought I only got 1. So getting the extra Tempest Angler off of that was kind of really nice. And I don't have to give them the next card. Otters for the win. Hey, look, I ranked up. I'm now bronze 1 in limited. See, when I get the cards I want, I can do the thing. I think actually filtering out those 2 lands has significantly improved how this deck functions. Mulligan. 2 red, I get rid of the Roughshod duo. Two red's risky. I think I can pull it off. What do you guys think? I mean, you guys can see my deck list. Or you should be able to. Is it running? Should be. It's on my end. Is the extension there for you guys to be able to see my deck? Oh yeah, it's there. I put a mountain. Pass the turn. Put a mountain and pass the turn. If I don't draw a land, I'm screwed. A road bump. Oh, that has flying. I would love to be able to cast things that are not on my opponent's stuff, because I don't want to boost their creature. Also, they're gonna start gaining life. Also, Kindle Spark Duo is just another card. I'm gonna scream. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Oh, thank goodness. I land and play. Not well, but I can play. I'm not thrilled with the way that this game is going. It's indestructible until end of turn. That's shit. Fine. This is how magic works. Fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. Remember when I said taking my lands out was a good idea, and then my deck went, "Hey, you said a thing," and gave me no lands instead? I think it listens. Arena listens to you. Makes your worst fears reality. Giving me 1 mana hands. Well, I can work with this, though. This is at least both colors of my mana. I'll be able to do things throughout the game. Are you gonna punish my hubris again? We are. Oh. And they're mono white. Oh. Okay, this is not my greatest showing, y'all. Grave just didn't give me mana. That's cool. I love it. I love it. That was my third loss, too, wasn't it? It's fine. Everything's fine. Starfall Invocation. Gift a card to destroy all creatures. If the gift was promised, try a creature card put in your graveyard this way to the battlefield on your. Ooh, and Bandit's Talent. Don't discard your cards unless they discard on land. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if that player has one or fewer cards in hand, they lose 2 life. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card for each one or fewer cards in hand. That's cool. I had better luck in the artifact game, guys. But no, I do want to do another Bloomburrow draft. The gems for it. Fine. Everything's fine. I mean, I could go for raccoons. Raccoons gives me Growl. Should I go red green aggro? Not a bad plan. Of course, I'm loose with it. There's some other critters we can have in the deck. I'm just gonna try to grab as many raccoons as possible. So far, we are running the mono green track. I could just run mono green. I guess y'all should decide if I'm running mono green like right now. Because I mean, I can get away with it with this one. I can still technically run mono green. Or I can stick with red green. I prefer red green. But if anyone has a will for either, let me know ASAP. They're just the same guy. Actually, I should get that guy. So far, I haven't actually ventured outside of mono green anyway. So for this deck, no other colors of mana. Green go burr. Raccoons I control gain +1 vigilant. Okay. I'm caving. I'm making it red green. Just because it gives me more interaction. Realistically. I have access to a kill spell in red. So that's what we'll do. We'll do red green. The decision has been to finalize. Also gives me access to a couple more raccoon options, making Brambleguard Veteran kind of more important. I also need ways to like spend the 4 mana. Changeling. Or 4 damage to target creature. The changeling comes up again, I might. If that's the changeling that doesn't produce mana, that's the changeling that instead puts a card from graveyard back in onto your library. So I guess in a draft that might reach. All these cards aren't what I want. I'll at least take the blue cards out first. Another one of those guys. Elemental Boar. He's big in. I just take big in. Benefactor. I can do that. Blow things up. Or blow a thing up if it's a problematic thing. Brawl. Because the one boar is fine. If hopefully I don't come across whoever's playing the other boar. But I shouldn't need more than one boar. The raccoons are one thing, but the boar, he's a different story. Uh, Roughshod, give something trample. Coconut, Death Tot. I mean, that's a junk blade again. They become 6/6s when I expend 4. So 5 mana to make a 6/6 most turns. As long as I have the mana for spells, I should say. That's why I have having something that doesn't have the expend on it already. Whenever you expend 4, pass second card hand and draw cards. Ooh. Because ideally I'll use that once my hand's empty to refill it. The brain. Oh, weekly announcement. Cool. I don't read those like ever. Turn. Take out the trash. Two damage check creature player. Planeswalker. Sorry. Controller raccoon, you may discard a card if you do draw a card. And this is only pack 2. We're just about halfway through pack 2. And my deck is already taking pretty good shape. Can't be mad. Yeah. Fearless Recycling. Return target permanent card from graveyard to hand. If the gift was promised, return 2. Which means I might take Artist Talent, actually. Electricity. Through 1. Okie doke. Overprotect or the Heaped Harvest? I think I'll do the Heaped Harvest. Hope that the Overprotect comes back around. You got the trash. I really do like the idea of another agate assault as well. I like being able to do damage out. And I'm in red. Creature 11. Raccoon 7. Ooh. Actually, I read mana. Mana. That's pretty nice. I guess I take the land that's any color. Just because I have a habit of screwing myself on mana. I'll take the Playful Shove. It's cheap. Also also gets me a card back. Kind of pays for itself. Also, there's a shocking number of one toughness problems in kind of all formats. So like, oh, I Playful Shove your Blood Artist. It's dead. Assassin. Fade. He's the one that filters mana. I guess being able to just draw 2 cards is always nice. I mean, it's a discard to draw 2. Whenever you attack target, you gets. You don't have tokens that are gaining the death touch part of it, but giving things +1/+0 is still helpful. He goes in my deck. I really don't think I'm going to touch it from here. I might knock out a land. I'm going to need a lot of my lands. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll just make sure I have 1 extra forest. Take out 1 junk blade. Or no. And I'll remove the force. I'll take out a junk blade. The raccoons are out. They don't have rabies. Don't worry about that. They're just here to have a good time. They're here to tap mana, actually. I might go for the Brazen Collector first. I don't know, though. Because Artist Talent isn't super, like, crazy. I do have a token. My Rush Shield Rampager makes 1. Ooh, excuse me. I don't like pink by yawning. I apologize. I guess if they kill it, I can at least kill theirs back. It kind of sucks that that's kind of where I'm at, but that's where I'm at right now. They can either let me have the mana. Okay, they let me have it. I was ready to crack back. Though now Hazard Root means Brazen Collector's kind of good. At least against this guy. This guy. So they got rid of their their island, so I don't know what the plan is. Hmm. So this just kind of sucks. Maybe I try to get their bird dies here. Can't do anything with that red mana, but they can't block with the bird. Do something 3 mana in a turn. It's not great. Let me tell you, it is not ideal. So, that being said, I betcha I can get this up so I can make this only cost 1. I don't have a way to block the bird. Thankfully, it becomes a 3/3, a 3/1 with first strike. I'm gonna blow up the bird. Blow up the bird. A discard, conduct electricity. Get a boar. Somehow get something more expensive. And because I exiled it, they got the card. What? That wasn't how that was supposed to work. What the hell was that? At least have something that's big enough to block their stuff. Frogs have Ward 1. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. Short bow. Yes. Get rid of the boar. This is what I wanted. Vigilance region first strike. It means it's a problem now both phases. Or both people's turns. It's no longer just I'm just hitting them, I'm hitting them. Now I can block with it. I love vigilance. Vigilance, great ability. Reach, fantastic. Short bow, give something +1/+1 and both. Beautiful artifact. Please don't bounce my stuff to my hand. I know you can do it. Don't you dare. Oh, it's you control. Ah, frogs go bounce. I'm waiting for frogs to go bounce in a problematic way. Because it's gonna happen soon. Okay, their frogs no longer have ward. For whatever reason. But that was a good idea. I will deal 1 damage to my opponent. I'll just give you a light tap. Yes. Yes. Sorry, I found my mana. If you couldn't tell, I finally hit all of my mana. And I have so much goddamn life that I can just do this with my mana this turn. Nothing cheapens in my hand. But future spells are cheaper. Because non-creature spells are now 1 colorless less to cast. But next turn, I'll be able to play the Bruiser before combat. Because playing the Bruiser before combat allows me to play Rush Shield Rampager for 6. Good. Oh, this is crazy. I can do this right now. Decline. Decline. Very excited to hit the decline button. Are we gonna double block him at some point? No. If they ever double blocked in a way that allowed them to soak the first damage by something and just have something else. But I don't think they want to lose. They want to have as many frogs on the board as possible because frogs go bounce. But they need to be out to bounce. I am kind of throwing their deck for a loop by attacking them relentlessly. What are you trying to do? You stunned my first strike guy. It's okay. I'm just gonna make this one big. Now I attack you with a 7/6 trampler. Oh, and you can't block the 4/4 or 1/1 that I played. Finger guns. Free. They can. They can block all of it. Are they assuming I can't cast enough spells this turn? Because I just have creatures at this. I don't need to hit his expend 4. I just have the board state. They have a lot of cards in hand, though, and that scares me. Because they have a lot of mana and a lot of cards in hand. Like, one of them is a frog that I have seen. What are you doing? Ah, okay, me. I'm so sorry. There we go. Frogs have ward 1 again. Frogs are kind of shockingly expensive. All frogs have ward 2. Ward 2. Let's see what else I can get. Oh no, I should have just attacked. Should have just attacked. That's okay. I'll give that guy trample. I attack with all but that. I give it you. Make you a 4/2 first strike vigilance. Can they still not? I thought it was power 2 or less. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. I'm actually gonna kill that first. Game. Okay. Here we go. This draft will be the last draft I do for the stream. So, because it is already 4:15, or it's almost 4:15, I should say. But we're starting to get there on time. I just happened to look over and it says I've been streaming for 3 hours, but I've taken 2 breaks already. So I don't like taking breaks where I only stream in like 3-hour chunks as it is. So going as long as I can, which will hopefully be to finish this draft. Early Brazen Collector. I might go to the Harvest. Ermelgard Veteran, giving him Vigilant, though? Baker's Bane, because I have a lot of things that I can just kind of do on curve right now. I don't need to play my aggro boy. Why we didn't play the aggro boy? Why we didn't play the aggro boy? Want to get some stuff out so I have 5 mana to work with. Because then I can play Collector Keep Harvest. Collector. Harvest. They do have mana up still. That will get the +1/+1 trample. Everything gain vigilance. And I will take action to search for a basic mountain. Oh, absolutely put that back on top of my library. I mean, that's why I'm glad I have the Bumbleflowers in my hand already. We have rats. You're gonna counter this? No. Gonna counter this? I don't think they would. I do want this to have trample though. Because I want to get the 2-man to be able to sack this. To dig out another land. Take action, forest. But I have no cards in hand. So... Not great, because I did have to spend the removal on the freaking artifact, but I need this guy. They got a turn. Auto pay. Very excited to be able to play that. Give the bigger guy trample. Raccoons go burr. We've made it to silver. I'm very excited. That's 2 wins, no losses so far. So far, we're 2-0 with the raccoons. For the record, I did this off of the fact that my brother has a planeswalker, not planeswalker, a commander deck, like an actual like paper commander deck. That is raccoons, and do you know what it does? It stomps over everybody. Well, it's very powerful, and I mean, y'all are seeing why. There's tapped. I choose green though. This is why we keep the dual land in there, because even though we kept more land than we needed, we get. I'll play the Kindle Spark duo because I have a lot of instinct sorceries in hand. I just want to get things on the board. A playful shove kills the rabbit tokens. Also, this person is gold. What are you exiling? Hold on. What is the target here? Well, I can't stop that. Enchantment. I have artifact removal. Removal. Uh-huh. You're gonna do something stupid. Please don't, though. Fuck out of here. I don't want to give them treasure. I need the mana. Because they took my mana dork. Who does that? Who does that? Four mana. Three of it on removal. Because next turn I can do two. Drop two on the flower, the share pot. Because I don't have the Manted Blooming Blast and Frilled Spark Shooter. As much as I'd like to. Actually, I might just take out the trash instead. I don't have removal for that. 5 mana gives me you. And not too thrilled. I mean, I can share pot it. Absolutely take this opportunity to kill the rabbit. That. Play this guy. Do nothing. As much as it sucks, I might have to block Beza. Because that 4 damage is gonna hurt when I can't block the flyer yet. Yeah, I can't take Beza. So I need to block there. Yeah, and I will... Damn shark creature. It sucks that this is the way I have to do it, but... I don't do anything to my board. I'll put another one out. I don't lose my 4/4 when I block, though. Whenever you give a gift, draw a card. Okay. I lose my raccoon. Oh, wow. Oh, that just... Trades with Bez. I still lose 2 because I'm behind on creatures. Fine. Playing a very dangerous game. Oh my god. Stop playing the damn flyers. Also, just like stop playing things, please. Okay. Uh, Beza's gone. Just Beza done. That gets +2/+0 until end of turn. I think I lose because they have a treasure. Ah. It's fine. I couldn't create enough mana to pop the treasure. As always, 1 mana short. But that's only my first loss. So like, can we complain? I can get up to the Brazen Collector. And I can Peerless Recycling if they kill spell it immediately. Belesnia. Sad because I can't produce 2 green pips. I'd like to be able to. If they play something, as long as it has... Okay, I can do it. Next. Attack. Take out the trash. I will get rid of the artist talent. Or another take out the trash. Double tokens. For artifact. Might as well make a food, I guess. The cool thing is where I'm not like foraging or anything, I can actually just use this to gain me the life I need. Just gonna take it out. Maybe get rid of that. Hey, Hazard or something I can play at 3. Bad because I just have more removal. And knowing that if they get rid of something, I'll just get it back. I mean, my 1 mana can't do anything. Rabbits. Mountain. Was there any reason I would need the 4 mana over the 3? No. Takes so much for them to block this. Now that's a 3-1. Now something to safely block all their stuff. Unless they do this. No, they're gonna make more rabbits. Personally, I love that for them. I'll just do this. Blow up one of those guys. Okay, and then we'll do that to that one. And now I just don't attack because I have the 5 power indestructible. Unfortunately, that fish will also get buffed by their enchantment, so that kind of sucks. Like that. Actually, like that. That's cool. How do I deal with that? No, and I sack a food to eat damage. I can block 2. They have a lot. They have more than 2. That's for sure. But the longer they give me to like gear back up, the better for me. Admittedly, I was a little worried about this scenario, the Selesnya token deck being my opponent. Because I know there's a lot of token effects. Ooh. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna block with the boyo that... Oh, the boyo that will just make me feel when he comes back. Currently life. Another token. The problem is they have enough tokens that they can kind of just deal with my stuff. That's gonna suck. Because if I was them, I would just double block both things. I can't kill both tokens. And they would guarantee kill my creatures. That we're doing? Yeah, it is. Is their goal to now kill me with my fish? Because honestly, I'm here for it. Why are we getting so many bunnies involved in this? They had lifelink, I'd understand. I mean, I still have safe blocks. And I can soak the 15... 21 at the moment. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I'm gonna reach loss 2 in a sec. Because I can do this and this. And they're just gonna pay the 4. Oh! I thought they were... I was ready for them to give everything like the +1/+1. Good game. That was good. I'm glad my method of keeping things off the battlefield was the right course of action. I'm very sad that it did not hold out. But I do need to be able to attack while I'm doing that. And I wasn't getting a lot of things to attack with. Not fast, anyway. I need that food that allows me to search for things. Because that one's helpful. I have a copy of it in my squirrel decks. The squirrels are fantastic. But squirrels shine really in Commander. Hey, look, Heaped Harvest. That's what I was yapping about. Yeah. The big thing that sucks about this deck is that, I mean, I can't really do much very quickly. Heyo! I got mana! I have up to 3 mana. I'll take the 3 this first turn, because getting mana is a bit more important. Because, I mean, my goal is to just take out the trash it. But I want a Hoarder's Overflow first. So I can do that. Then take out the trash, that one. Hit the expend 4 for both things. Discard Shocked Electricity. You need to be careful. Kindle Spark could be a problem. Ooh, they might sit back and just let me die. I can't attack with my 3/3. Not with my mana, dork. Like, against the law. He's gonna play things. Sorry, they're gonna play things. Not my guy. Oh, excuse me. What else are we playing? Are we gonna murder this? Take out the trash. Screw that guy. Gonna get, what, 1 more damage off on me? Yeah. I'm, like, dead. I haven't touched them and I'm, like, dead. I've been missing my land drops. That doesn't help. Come on, please have a land. Ah, at least I can take out the trash, this guy. I'm waiting for the playful shove. Ah! I think that's it, though. That was so frustrating. Sometimes my decks just don't give me mana for whatever freaking reason. It's fantastic. But anywho, that's gonna be where I start wrapping it up. I got my 3 losses. I have enough stuff to do stuff next week still when Duskmorn comes out. So I think it's a great place to stop. I do have a pack to open. I have a pack or two to open still, so I'll go do those quickly. Well, y'all are still here. See if I got anything fun. Quick size, Kindle Spark Duo. I might go back and make an otter deck for standard stuff. Especially with this. Yeah. That's going to be it for me for now. I will be back later on this evening. I don't know what with, but I will be back later, likely around 8. So I will see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of your night. Bye-bye.